What are you seeing are the best ways to engage people and grow the audience?
That's the great question, and I'm smiling because it's the most obvious answer. It's like send them a message. Send a message to each of them. Just, say if you are posting regularly, let's guess you do. So they are seeing your content. So send them a message, say, hey, John, I just wanted to drop a line and say hi. Or do it a little bit longer. There's different welcome messages. Like sometimes it can be a little bit longer. Tell them, my name is Suzanne. That's what I'm doing. I would like to know more about you. Or try something else. Try saying like, hey, my name is Suzanne and I like these three things. So I like going to Pablo's show. I like, growing my LinkedIn community and connecting with them. And the third one can be, I don't know, I like to do triathlon. But, those add some of those things that they will respond, because make it less spammy so you don't look like a bot. I mean, if you send them, hey, I just want to drop a line and say hi, it's a perfect message that looks like a bot. I send on messages and they send me, hey, man, appreciate it. This is good, sounds funny, but it looks like there's a bot. And then I'm responding right away because I'm sending messages. Hey, man, it's not a bot. I'm actually here. And they're like, man, that's actually great that you're taking time to send those messages and those kind of stuff. And by doing that, by sending each of them a message, your content will be more visible in the feed because you are having interactions with them. Then your content will start showing in the feed if it's not already. And, because to some of them, you are visible on mobile. If you added them on mobile, to some of them, you're visible only on desktop. But if you send all of them a message from desktop, you will see more of their content. They will see more of your content over there. So yeah, when it comes to then other stuff that you can do to engage them, I mean, the obvious one is return the engagement. People who are engaging on your post, you engage on their post. And then what I like to do when I go to their profile, I like to go to see what are they liking, what are they commenting, and also, me entering in those conversations as well. So basically a step further. And then, basically you're adding new people, you're returning the engagement, and you are growing the momentum. And then your next post will go wider.
Do you have a system or kind of like a procedure that you follow or a way to like organize who you're going to engage with and kind of like keeping them top of mind for you in any way that makes it a little bit easier for you to show up so genuinely?
Yeah, let's do a step back and say, before we start the LinkedIn game and actually those kind of stuff, I like to do the narrative of my own. So it doesn't need to be, the company narrative. Let's just look at ourselves as part of some organization or of ours. But, why I'm doing this, what can I teach? What can I influence? Who do I want to reach? What do I want to do? Because there are different goals. Like somebody wants to change the career, somebody wants to build up the company, and somebody just wants a bigger role in the existing company. So when you figure that out, lots of people are running away from that conversation. We call it today popular psychology, right? But I figure out that those are difficult questions that lots of people have never asked themselves. And, when you know those answers, it's actually easy to come up, okay, so this is what I want to do. These are some stuff that I can talk about. Let me create the folders, content batches that are filled with things that I can talk about. So let's say I'm posting 3 times a week. One is about that thing. I have the full folder of things that I can talk about related to that. Then the second, then the third one. And then that's the content. That's where you start. I like to start with the personal things. So get more closer to the people from that perspective, and then just hammering over the pain points. Those are kind of the two things. And we need to have the perfect balance between the two, not to get too personal, not to get too just business related. Sometimes you can do that just by talking about business, but just posting some picture that is not business related and explaining it in that way.
Now let's talk about how you choose, like, what is your connection strategy? Is it anybody that will connect with you? Are you like dream 100ing a list? Kind of how do you approach that part?
Yeah, like the mistake most people make is thinking that their ICP is the same as in general and on LinkedIn. Those are different things. Because if they think about it the same way, they go to LinkedIn, they go to search, and they type in, I don't know, CFOs of those in those companies, or CMOs, or other positions. I don't know what they are looking for, but 90% of those people will never see your connection request, and you will never get to messaging them. And you need to have that figured out. And when you think from that perspective, then it is okay. I won't be able to activate people. I can try with my content. So maybe I'm that good at creating content, so I will activate people that are not active. But very soon all of us realize that we are actually not that. Maybe one piece of content is good, but not everyone that will activate people. So what we need to do is we actually need to come up with, or at least that's how we do it, come up with 5 to 10 people that we can call, I don't know, subject matter expert or influencers or whatever, that are going after the same target group or are your target group. So those are people that have, I don't know, let's say from 200 likes and comments to their post up to, I don't know, the sky is the limit. So basically they have the active audience. And what you want to do is you want to take over that audience to your post. So at that moment, you are already posting content. So you are already posting good content. And what you want to do is you get people who are already active on the same type of posts to just come to your post and, look at it. That's it. They will give you the feedback if it's good or bad or whatever it is. You do that by connecting with people that liked and comment on the post. You do that by being the first one that does the meaningful comment on their post. So a long form, not just great man, whatever it is, just give insights, give your perspective. Then you go to the next level. If you see a comment blow up, you know that you need to get deeper into that topic. So you add that to your post. And basically that's how you actually steal the audience from those people to your content. And what's happening also is that I told you that there are 2 kind of people. So first one is your target group, and the second one is those that are going after the same target group. So basically your peers. And they will notice you as well. And they will start, if they find value in your content, they will start recommending you to the potential clients. Hey, Nemanja is expert in that. I'm expert in ABM. Nemanja is expert in content distribution, for example. Yeah. Like those kind of things. And then you keep going. But what you need to do and what we do related to what we said before, I'm just going to add now to that, is what do we do with the people that we are adding? New connections. Okay. So you are connecting with people. And what I want to do, I want to give them time to consume the content. So I give them 2 weeks to a month to consume the content. I don't send them any messages. Even sometimes, I respond when they approach me first and send me the message. Okay. But I usually don't even look at those things. I keep doing what I'm doing, adding people and, commenting, engaging. But when they send them a message, I can do just say hi or whatever it is. I can go with a different approach. I try different things, but they will give me the feedback on my content. When I approach them. 90% of them, if it's a good content, will tell me, they've been following for a while, they've been listening to the podcast, they like the content, or if it's shitty, somebody's going to tell you that it's shitty, right? So you get the free feedback for your content and you get into the conversations that can take you to, to work with some of those people. I had the situation when I said, hey, I just wanted to drop a line and say hi. And I got, hey, when can we talk? We need a new vendor. And I'm like, that will happen too fast. So I asked the lady how, what was in her head. I said, look, what you said was great. We are on the call, but tell me, how did you get that fast to that decision? And she told me, okay, we really needed a vendor. So we changed our VP of marketing. So we needed somebody to jump in and we were looking for an agency. And somewhere in that period, you added me. So when you send me a message, I went over your profile. I checked who are you connected with, who are our mutual connections, what's your experience, and then I check who is reacting to your posts. And those are the people that I really respect. And I was like, okay, that's enough for me.